Hey, what up YouTube? We're gonna do a quick video real quick. We're doing an engine replacement on this Ford 35 2018 with the N55 engine. You're gonna take your bumper off, your core support, your radiator, get all of that stuff out the way. It's not real hard. You gotta disconnect some connectors in the up front. Most of your coolant stuff, all your connectors gonna be up front. This right here, just kind of, once you get it, hang it out your way. We're trying to take the engine and the transmission out at the same time. It's gonna be your fastest way to get it out. You walk it out if you're doing this on the ground. Don't waste your time trying to separate the engine and the transmission while it's still in there. You got so much stuff on the side. You know, these hard lines run on the side of it. So you're better off doing it like this right here. You take all your coolant lines, all that stuff out the way. You're gonna take your wire harness, separate it from these two connectors there. And there's one small one here. Then you're gonna, there's one line that comes off the body of the car to there. You're gonna disconnect this one, set it off to the side. Hold on, give me a second. Remove your AC compressor and your condenser. You can actually put them off to the side. You don't lose no Freon, don't gotta recharge it. Set it off on the side, get it out your way. There's two bolts to hold your motor mounts in here. You can get that one there. This one is pretty easy to get to. The one on this side, use a long swivel. You can either put it, or you can get it from the bottom as well. But if you use a long swivel, use a long extension with a swivel on the end of it, you can get this other one on this side here. Then once you get all of that stuff out your way, there's a few little hoses. This one here, this hard line, don't break it. Don't break this hard line here. It comes on the other side of here. So you just gotta pick, remove this, take that off, make sure you don't break it, especially if you gotta use it again. Then we'll come underneath the car real quick. Show you everything we did under here. This is gonna be your fastest video because I'm not making a real long video. If y'all want me to start making content, subscribe, like. You're gonna disconnect your connectors, obviously. From there, you're gonna take your drive shaft. You're gonna pull the 3 bolts out of your, hold on, let me see if I can get some better light. You're gonna pull the 3 bolts out of your drive shaft. The car, of course, might be in park. So if you're looking at it, let me see if I can push this back. All right, so if you're looking at it, this is your transmission here. You're gonna follow it up a little bit. And there's a little locking pin right here. And you just push up on it. There's a bolt too, that you can screw up and hold it open so that it's open. Either or, whichever way you do it. But I just used something and I pushed up against it. And we just pushed it up, and I rotated it as much as I need and let it stay locked. This is the all-wheel drive, so this is the xDrive. So we're taking the engine and the transmission out at the same time. Underneath here, once you disconnect this, then you want to come over here. You just want to disconnect your downpipe from the exhaust. And then there's one bracket that sits right here. Remove that one and you can basically push the exhaust out your way. Get the exhaust out your way. And of course, if it's you got all-wheel drive, you got your axles up here, so you gotta disconnect your axles, take them out. Let me show y'all real quick. Other thing you gotta do, you gotta disconnect your fuel line. I did it from down here, that way I can just pull it up and I don't gotta go underneath, because this kind of runs under the intake manifold. So if you're trying to do it from up top, you're gonna fight with it. So you might as well disconnect it at the bottom. That opens up a lot of room. It's a lot easier to get it from down here. I'm about 4 hours into this all together, and I pretty much got the engine ready to come out. So, it's not a hard engine to take out when you take your time and you do it. And I'm honestly about 4 hours in. Of course, I've stopped a couple times, but when you think about timing, with this, when it comes to your axles, you're only dropping this one. You're only dropping this one control arm out, and when you do that, you'll be able to straight pull this back enough, and the axle just, basically flop over to the side. Now I took it off on this side, but if you notice something, on this side it's still on. So in all reality, I just pulled it, and the axle able to come out of there. So you really don't have to take these off, but it's literally drop the lower control arm that opens up enough room to get your axles out in the front. This is the fastest way that you can get this engine out of here. All your coolant hoses, all of that. I'm bringing everything that you can bring out with you. Just bring it out with you. It'll just make better placement so you can, see what all you're doing. All of my harnesses, got this one ground right here that I disconnected. Got these two lines right here that disconnected from here. Push them off to the side. And yeah, we pretty much about ready to come out of there. Granted, this had a lot of aftermarket parts on it. So I had aftermarket intercooler, all that that was on there, aftermarket intake, all of that. So if y'all want to, see more of this video and, actually see the video, I did record a video. I could drop it. So I haven't been uploading much content, but, if I get some subscribers and, mind you, this one had JB4 already hooked up to it. So I pushed all the JB4 stuff out of the way, pushed it out the way, got it out my way, and just, disconnected all of that stuff. And we about ready to come out. Once I drop the transmission, the motor mount bolts are missing. So once I drop the transmission down, we basically just gonna walk it out. Put your harness, get your harness in there, and you're gonna lift up on the front, put a jack stand underneath on the back of the transmission, kind of control your height as you need, and you basically just gonna walk it out. But yeah, I hope this video helps somebody, and if it helped, comment, like, and subscribe, and I definitely appreciate y'all. And I'm located in, if anybody needs some service, need an engine, need something, I'm located in Jacksonville, Florida. So if you're in the Florida area and you're trying to get some work done, hit me up.